Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. So last month apparently marked a year since I've been on YouTube, and I don't know what happened. Like, I knew it was last month, but I didn't know the exact date or anything, and the exact date I believe was like the 12th or something. And back then I was posting a video every month, like once a month, I think, for like the first 2 or 3 months maybe. And so I thought it would be really fun to revisit one of my videos, like one of my first videos. So my first video was a cupcake video, which would also be fun to revisit, and maybe I will revisit that at some point. But I feel like the one I need to do for my year anniversary is the get to know me video that I have referenced many a times about how embarrassing it is. So this is the first time that I'm watching it since probably since the first month. So the first month I probably watched it at least a dozen times because I was just obsessing over it. But ever since then I stopped watching it because it's an embarrassment. So I don't remember it in particular, but I'm pretty sure I said something about how I didn't want to call myself a plus size YouTuber or something in it. I don't remember, but we're gonna dive on into this together. So let's get started. How either, but like that was my big goal, was to like be a hobo. So this first part, like where I say my channel name or whatever, I was so impressed with myself for making this. Now there's so many easier ways that I've realized to make these things, but it took me days to make this like little intro that I had. And I actually took that picture, like that's actually a picture of leaves that I took. I don't know why I thought that would be representational of my channel, but apparently I did. So let's keep going, you guys. I had a different song too. Interesting. Which most of you are. My name is Jazzy. I am a new lifestyle vlogger, or whatever you want to call me. I am going to be vlogging just day-to-day activities, travel, some recipes, things. You can hear it in my voice. I'm so nervous. Oh, if that's a lifestyle vlogger, that's what I am. Or at least that's what my goal is to be until I find the content that I actually want to put out there for you guys. But for now, it's all going to be a mystery, so I am asking you guys to come along for the ride. Before I ask you guys to do that, I think it would be nice if you guys knew a little bit more about me. So I have a couple of questions over here on my laptop that I'm going to answer for y'all. And if you guys would like to share... When I answer these for y'all, how many times have I said y'all since then, you guys? Please tell me, because I don't use that word. Share a little bit of yourselves with me, it would be awesome if you could answer them below, and I will go through and read about you guys as well. That would be super cool. I have 3 comments on this video, you guys, and they're all from my friends in real life. From, and do you like it? I am actually from upstate New York, not New York City, so I know that when people hear New York, they automatically assume I'm from like this huge city that people don't understand. I'm not from there, and I don't understand it either. I do love it though. I do love visiting the city, but I am from upstate New York, so near the Adirondack area. It's beautiful. I mean, there's really not a lot bad. I remember, I have to pause this. I remember Dominic didn't want me to tell the YouTube. So like Dominic was for me having a YouTube channel. He was encouraging of that, obviously. But he was nervous about having a YouTube channel, and he didn't want me to tell you guys like where I was from. And like he didn't want me to give you like actual, like say I'm from upstate New York, then I moved to Florida. I remember like that was a big thing that he was like worried that people would be able to find me. Meanwhile, this video like didn't get, like, it got like 5 views in the first like 2 months. So then I think he realized, like, calm down. I need to calm down about this. Like at some point people were gonna find out what my full name was and everything. Not a lot bad to say about it other than the snow is like treacherous. Oh, now I miss it so much. I didn't really remember it as treacherous when I moved off to school. I actually like really missed living in New York. But then I moved back there when I met my boyfriend, and that snow, that snow was not for me. So if you've never visited the Adirondack Mountains, I'm doing okay. Honestly, I feel like I am doing okay talking in front of a camera, which is a little bit impressive for me. You can tell I'm nervous, and like my jump cuts are off, obviously. And then also like my volume just went up, and I don't know what happened there, but I was not obsessed with volume at this point. Also, another little behind the scenes. After this video, and I think after like the first few videos, I started to obsess over my volume for some reason, and I started to watch the video. So like the volume on a YouTube video changes when you upload it for some reason, like to YouTube. I don't know what's going on there, but when I save the video off of iMovie, it sounds completely different, like sound wise, from iMovie to my computer, and then my computer to YouTube. And then when you watch it on YouTube, it sounds completely different coming out of your speaker, coming out of headphones, and then when you put it on the TV, it sounds completely different. So just like a little inside info, my first like 4 or 5 videos, I was watching it from all of those things before uploading it on YouTube. Like, what was wrong? I just was overthinking everything, I think, at that time. And like, I thought things had to be a certain way for people to enjoy the video. But really, if your volume doesn't sound right, if it's louder on the TV, like they're just going to turn the volume down. I don't know why I was so crazy. They're gorgeous. You really can't go wrong visiting them. I'll actually post a few photos in here of them for you guys to see, because a lot of people actually don't know that much about them. Most people, when I talk to them about how I'm from New York, have never even really, they don't even think about the fact that there is so much more to New York than New York City. And I do miss it. Like, I miss it quite a bit, actually, but it wasn't meant for me. It's definitely not where I'm meant. I'm meant to be near a little bit warmer weather. The next question is, have you ever moved away from your hometown, and how did you like it? I obviously have moved away from my hometown. I mentioned that in the last question. I remember thinking you guys would, like, I thought nobody's gonna watch this, me talk about my hometown for hours. And now, like, I sit here and I talk about, I don't even know, like, I talk about the way I made a sandwich for hours and you guys stay. Like, it's just so funny looking back on it. Like, people are interested in this stuff when they're getting into a new YouTuber, so I don't know why I thought, like, you guys wouldn't be. I do know why. You just think other people aren't going to be interested until you get that, like, verification that there are people out there that do care about your life, and that, like, I don't know. It's weird when you're starting a YouTube channel because you feel like you're talking to yourself. And you are, because nobody else is watching. So you kind of like overanalyze everything and say, like, is this only interesting to me? Until you start to get that verification from other people, outside people that start like watching your channel, that like, oh, okay, people actually do like to watch my life, and I'm not like just wasting my time here talking to myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I just overthought everything. I love it. I have always kind of loved it. Growing up, I never really saw myself staying in upstate New York. I love upstate New York, don't get me wrong. It's just, I actually always thought I would end up in New York City or Boston. Still think that. But I didn't. I ended up in North Carolina right now, but who really knows how long that'll last. We're big travelers, so I think that moving away from your hometown is super important. Oh my gosh, no. I made fun of myself in this video. Oh man, I did say a lot, but why didn't I just cut the out rather than making fun of myself like on the video? I remember when I first started too, like the way that I got subscribers, I should make a video about this. The way that I got subscribers originally, because I had so little amount of subscribers, I reached out to people on Instagram and said, hey, like, I'm new to YouTube. I only reached out to like 5 people actually, and you all know who you are, but I would reach out to like people that I found on Instagram that we had like a common interest of a different YouTuber, and I would poach them in a sense, I suppose you could say, and see, like, and tell them I'm new to YouTube, and it would be nice to have their input, because I had no input other than my own, obviously. And so all of you are loyal subscribers now, and I just love you guys so much, and you'll always have like a special place in my heart, and so will the ones that found me organically as well, obviously. But I remember one of the people I reached out to told me, like, and she was great, and I actually needed that. I needed the criticism. I was asking for it, but she told me I said too many times, and I remember like I analyzed that in my brain like over and over and over again, but like that was all she could say bad about it, and that she was very, very nice, and she was right. And so that's when I learned, like, oh, you're supposed to cut ums out. I did cut some of my ums out throughout this video, but like I used to say so much more, or maybe I used to analyze it more or something, but it would have taken me forever to cut the amount of ums out that I had. But I wasn't used to talking to myself in front of a camera either, and you know, like I just wasn't used to it. So anyway, on to the video. Leaf on it. I learned so much moving away from my hometown. I wouldn't change it for anything. Like, the things you learn when you're off on your own somewhere and have no like family to rely on are really valuable lessons. Leaning on your friends, but it's just a really crucial experience, especially at a young age, because I feel like I learned a lot of like survival. Not even like I'm out here in the wild or something, but I just learned how to do, like I learned how to pay bills. I learned how to, you know, I'd gotten my first accident far away from home. Like all of these things that happened, like if my mom had been there, it would have been great. Don't get me wrong, I would have loved it at the time. Like at the time, I wanted her there so badly, but the fact that she wasn't there is where I grew and where I built friendships with people that like I wouldn't have built if I was still living at home. Like I wouldn't have needed my friends as much as I needed them. So weird. I had like a message that I was trying to deliver with this video, and like I don't know why I did it all in this video. But I just like I had a message that I wanted to like give people, and I remember it like so clearly, thinking that I wasn't worthy of the message that I wanted to provide people. But in this past year, I think I've like just surrounded myself with so many people that are the same as me, in that they all have that kind of like message that they want to help people grow with. And I had it at this time. I just don't think I was confident in it. I was confident in the message, but my delivery is. So, I don't know. I think it's really important. It's not for everyone, don't get me wrong, and I'm definitely not saying like everybody should be that type of person. I think people that can stay in their hometown are actually super cool too. Like I wish that I was that type of person that was able to like plant myself somewhere. So I got my own issues. But is that the truth? Moved away, and best experience ever, honestly. What was the best part about moving away from your hometown? I would say that how did I cut that? Favorite part about a lot of things to cut was making decisions for myself. Also, I'm mildly curious, because I can't remember now, obviously, but what's going on with my cropping situation here? Like, it looks like I cropped this. I feel like there was a lot more to this video, like, outside of where my face is, and I think I cropped it to be just like my face, but the cropping is off. You can't see. Maybe I didn't want to show my stomach or something. I don't know. It's very weird. Mom and I are super close, and I am a very codependent person. I think anybody who's ever been friends with me in my whole life would say that I'm a codependent person. So moving away from, like, obviously my mom, I was able to make decisions for myself. I was able to kind of be by myself. As I become older, being by myself isn't such a scary event. It's actually something I really enjoy sometimes. So I think just the biggest thing that I took away from moving off on my own was that I'm okay. You know, like you're gonna be all right if you're on your own. And I want to say that to everybody out there. If you're taking a big risk, or if you've lost a friendship or lost a relationship. I know I'm picking this apart, and I don't mean to, because I actually think I did really good. I actually think this video is really good, considering it was my first sit-down video, but my editing. This was my first video. Well, it was my second video of me editing, but my first video was cupcakes. So, I mean, how hard is that to edit? It's actually very hard, honestly, if I'm being honest. But, like, I don't know why. I genuinely think it's because I cropped the video. And so my cropping is all over the place, because at that point I didn't know that there was a way to crop all of the frames at once, and you could like make them all look like be uniform. So I was cropping each individual one. That doesn't make sense to you guys. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not like boring you guys with me like explaining the details of editing and stuff, but I don't know. It's just really interesting to see how far I've come in that aspect. You're gonna be all right. Like, you are your own person, and I think that's really the biggest thing that I took away from, like, living on my own for so long, honestly, was just that I'm okay on my own. I can meet new people, and those people might leave me, too, and I will find new people, you know? There's so many people out there to be there for you. And also, you just kind of learn how to, like, deal with yourself. Like, you fight your own demons because you have so much time on your hands when you live on your own. Like, there's just so much time. Like, I don't know. So, anyway, biggest thing that I learned, or best thing about moving on my own, is that being by myself and being comfortable with that. What is your favorite food? You guys. My favorite food is definitely chicken wings. I think anybody that knows me knows that that's my favorite food. I am from New York, so obviously. Why do I keep saying that? Why do I keep saying anybody that knows me? Like, I think I genuinely thought people that knew me were gonna find my YouTube channel somehow. And, like, that was my biggest fear at that time, you guys. I didn't even announce my YouTube channel to everybody else until, like, maybe 3, maybe 6 months into me having a YouTube channel. I was so nervous that people that I knew were gonna find it, and it's like, why? Like, I'm actually so proud of it now, and so I think at that time I was just still uneasy of it. You know, I don't know. It's hard when you're talking to yourself and you don't have that many subscribers. Like I said, it's hard. I'm not a big numbers girl or anything, but at that time it is hard because you know nobody's watching this video and you're just talking to yourself. And so I think I had a big fear that people were gonna, I don't know, find my video and see that I was talking to myself, you know. Obviously buffalo wings are, but why, I don't know, it's just so funny because my message was literally, don't care what everybody else thinks of you, but I think I still cared so much what other people thought of me. They're on my list. But those are my favorite. My guilty pleasure, which that's not a question, but I am gonna answer it. Chips. I'm obsessed with chips. If I'm having a bad day or I see chips even, honestly, I'm gonna eat chips. What is your current relationship status? So I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend. We've been together for 5 years. His name is Dominic, and we have done so much together. We've literally worked together, traveled together, spent so much time apart based off of work schedules, and we have moved across the country twice together. So, in it for the long haul. Okay, I might have just been telling you guys that at that point, but I don't know. I feel like I was insecure about that. I thought people would think that it was weird we were together for 5 years and hadn't, like, gotten engaged, which in hindsight I think is crazy because this video, I actually posted this video on March 2nd, so we were engaged when I posted this video. So that's kind of a surreal thing, like knowing that in my head when I filmed this video, I probably filmed this like 2 weeks before we got engaged, and I just remember I was like, I don't know, I was at a point where I was insecure about us not being engaged because I didn't know when we were going to get engaged, and I thought we were going to get engaged 2 weeks prior to us getting engaged on Valentine's Day, and he didn't propose, so I think I was just like, what's going on, because I really thought he was going to propose, and then he didn't. And extremely happy. That's actually a part of why I wanted to make a YouTube channel, is because he has been encouraging me for a long time to make one, and I feel like I am at a point where I'm super happy in life, so why not make one? That was actually one of the big reasons that I made a YouTube channel as well, because I knew he was going to be proposing soon, and I wanted to document it. Like, I wanted to have it on YouTube and, like, have it to look back on. So he did do it at the perfect time, and I know he was waiting for the perfect time, and he was encouraging me to do my YouTube channel for a reason. And it wasn't just that, obviously, but it's interesting looking back on this and watching it. It's weird how much happened in a year, too. Like, this was posted March 2nd. I don't know. It's just crazy how much has changed. How much has changed, and then also nothing has changed at the same time. I think my whole, just me as a person has changed so much just from knowing you guys that, like, I don't know, I've just grown so much. Oh, okay. So the next, it's kind of weird. The next question is, why are you starting a YouTube channel? I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel for like 3 years now. I definitely wasn't at the place that I am now 3 years ago, just emotionally. But the biggest reason that I want to start one is because I obviously want to connect with people. I have had so many YouTubers that I watch that I have been, like, have connected with through just watching them on YouTube, which is just a crazy thing to think about. But I think it's awesome that people are able to connect through this, and I think it would be crazy if I was able to just help, like, one person even see themselves the way that they are. Like, I feel like as a plus size person, obviously, this might be the only time you ever hear me refer to myself as a plus size person, because it's just
I'm gonna get emotional at this part.
It's just not something that I think about quite often. It's just not something that I even really care about. I mean, obviously for health reasons, it would be great to lose some weight, but I'm at a point in my life where, like, it's not a big deal to me.
This is all true.
I think that
too. Like, this was all very true information. And it's weird because back then I did not think of myself as plus size. Like, I knew I was plus size, but I didn't think about it all the time, because in your daily life you just really don't think about it that much. But now I feel like that's like a label that I have. Like, that's something that, and I don't know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest either. I kind of miss, like, just being a person because that was the goal. That's the goal, obviously, with my channel, is just for us all to be equal and just be, you know, who we are. But now I do feel that label of, like, I'm plus size, like, that's who I am. And I don't necessarily love that. But also at the same time back then, I think I was afraid of calling myself plus size. It wasn't that I was afraid. I can't really explain it. I just didn't want that to be a label that I had, and I didn't realize that label wasn't going to make me feel bad, that it actually makes me, like, feel strong, and I feel empowered being labeled a plus size woman. I'm actually grateful that I am a plus size woman, because I can help a huge community of people feel confident in their skin. And if I wasn't plus size, not to say that I wouldn't be able to feel, like, do that then as well. I just feel like me being plus size has brought me a huge purpose in my life. And I always, growing up, wondered, like, why do I have this body? Like, why did God do this to me? And it's really sad when I look back on that and think that, because I just can't imagine feeling that way now, obviously. But at this point, when I was filming my first video, I didn't feel that way. I was grateful that I was plus size, and not grateful, but but I was okay with being plus size. But now it's turned into, like, a blessing for me that I'm plus size. So yeah, it's more of an empowering term.
I think that there are not a lot of us out there, at least on the YouTube platform, that are just like, you know what, this is who I am and I'm happy with it. And I think it would be good if there were more of us out there to show other people that are watching these YouTubes that, like, you can be happy with yourself too. Like, you don't have to be a twig. You can be a twig. Like, I'm cool with that too. Like, you can be whatever you want, but I just know that I am at the happiest point in my life right now, and I'm also the biggest I've ever been. And, like, how crazy is that in the world? Like, people would think that's not possible, but it is. So I just kind of wanted to make a YouTube channel to show that there are people out there.
It's really interesting. My message is here. You can tell, like, I have a message, and it's the one I'm delivering. But I was so uncomfortable in front of the camera that, like, it's kind of getting lost in my discomfort compared to what I am now. But I think if I were someone watching this, I would know that I meant well. And I definitely meant well, obviously.
They're like you or not like you, that are happy. And you can be happy too. You don't deserve to feel bad about yourself. You don't deserve to beat yourself up over eating chips. Like, you should be able to have the cheat meal. You should be able to diet if you want. I mean, everybody should be able to be themselves. And that's really my goal with my YouTube channel, is to just help other people see that they can be who they are and be loved and be worthy and be happy. So that's it.
I still believe all of that. I still 100% believe all of that. And that's like a hard thing in the plus size community, because people don't like to, like, talk about dieting and stuff like that, because nobody wants to hear about diet culture when you're trying to tell someone to be help someone be body positive. But that's a part of being body positive. Like, if you feel you need to lose weight in order to feel good about your body, like, this is the thing. I feel the body positive community, for me personally, and I know this is different for everybody, maybe I have to make a video on this as well, but I feel it's more about making you feel good about inside. So why do we call it body positive, is my question. If we are trying to feel good about who we are inside, that's really not body positive. I don't know. I feel like for me, the journey was helping myself feel better at any weight. It doesn't matter what weight I'm at. And then if I want to lose weight at some point, like, I would like to think you all would still love me because I would be trying to better myself, like, because of my physical issues. Like, as we all know, I freaking fell down the stairs last month, or 2 months ago now. No, last month, or in January, the end of January. But anyway, as we all know, I fell down the stairs. If I get better, if my ankle gets better and I decide I want to try and lose some weight, like, I don't know, I would hate for you guys to hate me for that. Like genuinely, I just would want to lose weight because I don't want that to happen to me again. Not that it won't happen at a lower weight, but I know the effects of weight gain and weight loss and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. That was my goal with my channel, is that I don't want people to think, like, oh, you're a bad person for wanting to lose weight. I just want your heart to be in the right place if you want to lose weight. Anyway, sorry, that was a little bit of a rant. Moving on.
What are your future goals? So I basically just said all my future goals. My goals are just to kind of, like, reach people, I guess. In high school, I was really into photography, and I don't necessarily, like, I was good at it, don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily know if I was in love with photography itself, but I was super in love with, like, going and shooting people and making them feel better about themselves. So, like, that's my goal, I guess, to make people feel better about themselves. I think it would be super awesome. I just love affecting people in that way. I actually used to want to be a therapist even. My future goal is just to see where this thing takes me. If it takes me nowhere, then that's fine too. If it takes me somewhere, that would be awesome. What is your channel going to be about? So I kind of addressed this at the beginning. I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of asking you guys to take my hand, and
I still have no idea, to be honest.
I don't know what my channel's going to be about. It will probably have some, like, clothing hauls or whatever you want to call them. I love watching those.
Whatever you want to call them. Now I'm, like, clothing hauls up the yin yang. Back then I'm like, what are those called again? I knew what they were called. I don't know why I said it like that.
Look at, the second time I'm saying that, and I'm like, I'm never going to say that. I probably will refer to myself as that. But as a plus size person, like, I think it's really nice to be able to look at people's YouTubes and see how certain outfits will fit me, that when you look on, you know, a website, they don't really show that. So I might show some of that.
That's my end goal. Like, I know that's a lot of everybody's end goal, honestly, when they're having a YouTube channel about fashion. Like, that's my end goal, is to have pictures of people that look like me on these websites. Like, why, especially with Boohoo, I actually would like to, I don't know, pitch them or something, because I don't understand why they have the same two girls in all of the pictures. Why don't they use, like, YouTubers' pictures? Because a lot of YouTubers take pictures, like, great pictures that they could use for the clothes, and then people would see what they look like in them. It's just annoying when websites don't give that as an option.
I will probably show some baking, some cooking, a lot of traveling. I'm a big traveler, and some vlogs here and there.
Like I said, so I had already filmed my Florida vlog, and I was partway through filming my Colorado vlog at the time I posted this video. I was literally in Colorado when I posted this video. Did I vlog that? I did vlog that.
I mean, I would love to vlog all the time. I actually really enjoy it. But it'll all depend on what you guys want to see, and where life takes me with this, what feels the most authentic recording. This sit down video actually isn't as weird as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be super uncomfortable, but I'm okay. So I mean, who knows?
I was a little uncomfortable, but you can tell in the beginning it was rough. But, like, you can tell as the video is going on, I'm getting more comfortable talking in front of the camera. I should do a tips video, honestly, for people that want to start a YouTube channel, because it just takes practice. Like, you can see how different I was in that video compared to even this video. Like, it takes practice. It takes practice to be normal on camera. And it takes viewers as well. Like, back then, obviously, like I said, I was the only one viewing my channel, so it's different. But when you know people are watching you, like, I can put faces to names. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm looking at the camera right now, I can actually imagine, like, so many of you guys, and I am talking to you. Like, it's not like I'm talking to myself, you know?
I probably will never do makeup tutorials. Your girl doesn't know how to do makeup. So, like, literally, I was putting makeup makeup on this morning.
Yeah, little did I know. I'm doing makeup tutorials now.
Contour, whatever that is. Like I'm drawing contour lines.
I've actually learned a lot about makeup since filming this video as well.
And I walk out to walk Sunday, and Dominic, my boyfriend, Sunday's my dog, by the way. Dominic's like, you have these big lines on your cheeks. I don't know what I'm doing, so that's fine with me though. I don't really need to know that much about makeup. You're just gonna have to know this is not a makeup place. Like, we aren't gonna do a lot of that here. Honestly, sometimes we won't be wearing it. Most times we won't be wearing it, let's be real. But yeah, so it'll just be fun. I think it's just gonna be a fun, is it a lifestyle vlog? I don't know, you guys. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something, and eventually we'll all know what it is, and maybe by the time you're watching this video, you'll know what it is, but I don't know.
At the time of filming this, I've posted 118 videos, and your girl still has no idea what kind of channel I am. I just think I try to help people. I don't know. I wanted to be a singer, you guys, as everyone does at that age. But yeah, I wanted to be a singer. And that was like all I thought I was ever gonna be. Either a singer, or I was gonna be like living on the streets in New York City. I had big aspirations, guys. Living on the streets in New York City, trying to make that money by singing, obviously not by like doing anything else, because I was a kid. Obviously I wouldn't do that now either. But I don't get the joke that I made.
Okay, what is the last thing you listened to? So, I think the last thing that I listened to was Justin Bieber's new album. It's actually super good, which I'm not a big Bieber fan. Well, I am of his voice, and honestly, what am I saying? I'm a Bieber fan. Who's not a Bieber fan, really? I think everybody that says they're not are kind of lying. But his album is super good, so I probably listened to his album. I pulled up like my recent played history. The other thing I listened to was something in my worship playlist, so something religious probably. What is your idea of your dream date? I'm like a big picnic girl. Actually, for our anniversary, Dominic planned like a picnic for us at our favorite park, and that was literally my dream. Like, it was all I ever wanted. So I think my dream date would be probably like a picnic at a beach, but we don't have beaches here, so there's nothing he can do about that. But yeah,
I'm just so curious about my cropping choice. Like, why do I have so much excess space up above my head?
I also like really like going to the beach at night, so that's my big thing. I think if we were to like go have a dinner picnic at a beach, watch the sunset, and then like just sit out there and look at the stars, that was my thing. That was my thing when I lived in Florida. I lived like right along the coast, and like me and my friends would always go out at night. It was so unsafe, you guys, but we loved it. What is your go-to hairstyle? Definitely the bun up. Like bun up hairstyle. You know, you guys will see it throughout my YouTube videos, I'm sure, many times. That's my go-to hairstyle. Your most memorable vacation. Oh, you guys, your most memorable vacation. I have done a lot of trips. I don't know if I would consider them all like vacations, but a lot of them were like for work. Me and my boyfriend used to travel for work a lot, and I think my most like memorable time was when we went to California for the first time. We actually like did a lot of work on the coast of California, so like all the way up the coast. And my favorite part of that was when we were in Pismo Beach. It's so beautiful. They had us up in like this luxury place that was a total accident, I think, honestly, because we did not work for one of those companies that puts you in one of those places. But that was definitely my most memorable. It was just very romantic, and like our relationship was so fresh, and like it was just a good time. Okay, what is something that not many people know about you? This one's a good one. I've been to like 100 Justin McCartney concerts. When I was younger, we actually
I told you guys that.
Like between 30 or 40 in one year. But I was like, you guys, I was 9. I didn't have any control over going to Justin McCartney concerts, but I
me trying to act like I don't like Justin McCartney.
And also, it's Justin McCartney. I mean, come on. So yeah, that's something that not a lot of people know.
I really shared that image.
What is your, this one's a good one. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is P.S. I Love You. It'll always be P.S. I Love You.
It's so weird. I just talked about that too. Okay.
Soon after that is To All the Boys I Loved Before. And I'm like embarrassed to say that one, but like I could literally put that on.
Me being embarrassed, and now I'm like, you need to watch To All the Boys I Loved Before 3. Literally, I rave about it so much. I can't imagine having said like something about Taylor Swift in this video. Look at me trying to hide me. What was I doing?
On the background and like leave it on like forever. Like I literally watched it 3 times this past weekend, and I didn't really like watch it, obviously I'm like in my phone and stuff, but it's so good. It's so cute, you guys. And then the new one's really good too. I don't know if you guys have seen the second one, but the second one's super good. Not as good as the first one. Oh, and also I've read the books for them. You guys need to read the books if you've never read them. Okay. Ooh, who are your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTuber is definitely Mallory Irvin, and Kyle. Let's see, second favorite YouTubers, I've been watching Learning to Be Fearless a lot lately, and Sam Schreiber, I think her name is. They're both really good.
Why am I acting like I don't know what her name is?
But Mallory.
Oh, maybe I didn't know at that time. I guess maybe I didn't. I had just started watching her.
Alright guys, so that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure
Oh, wow.
you hit that
Cute.
thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button.
Okay. Well, that was fun. That was really cute. I don't think it was that bad, actually. It was cuter than, like, it was better than I thought it would be. But it does have 135 views on it. So that's a little bit embarrassing, if I'm being honest. I probably maybe should do another get to know me video, because that, like, I actually told the truth for the most part. I just look really nervous. But I mean, is it too late to do a get to know me video? I'm a year in now, you guys. I don't know. That might be too late now, but I feel like it was pretty good for my first video. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. Hopefully I didn't roast myself too hard in this video, but I don't know. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that was fun. That was so much fun. So anyway, I will see you guys next time, and I will link the actual video below. I don't know yet how I'm going to edit this, if I'm going to like put the whole video in here for you guys to watch, or just like put the clips that I said things in. I don't know yet. I might just do the whole video. It'd probably be more fun for you guys to actually be able to like watch the whole thing, but then it's gonna be super long. We'll see. You guys will know already. But I will talk to you guys next time, and thank you for watching this video. I love you. And remember, if you aren't subscribed, to hit that subscribe button.